113 has to do with bearing. Bearing is just a way to navigate using only acute angles. And the way that it's set up is there's three parts to it. Okay, so when you look online, there'll be three different fields to set up. Okay, the first part or the first field is either going to be north or south. Okay, so it's a way to navigate. So if I say I want you to find the bearing from A to B in this example, what you first need to decide is to move from A to B, are you going to move north or are you going to move south? In this case it is B lies north of A. So if you look at this, that means that this north axis in this directional setting is your first side of your angle. So you would call the bearing north. And then your last spot, the last of these three, is either going to be east or west. And so when we rotate and form our second angle here, the second side of our angle, we've rotated to the what direction? So again, looking at the north, south, east, and west. So from A to B, we travel north and we rotate in which direction? West. So that's going to be our last value. And then what we need to do is find what the degree of rotation is. So that's what's going to go in the middle here. This rotation or degree of rotation. This is always going to be an acute angle. Okay, so it's always going to be between 0 and 90 degrees. So when we look at this rotation here, again, let's say that this is 40 degrees and this is 50 degrees. Okay? You're always going to take the rotation, the interior rotation of your angle. So our angle was formed right here. So we're going to take this north axis, rotate it over through this other side, and the rotation was 50 degrees. And so that would be what goes in the middle spot. That middle box is the degree measure. Okay, so let's say we wanted to find the bearing from A to C. Okay, so now if we look at these, moving from A to C, do we travel north or do we travel south? We travel down, so we go south. We rotate in the what direction? East or west? The rotation is toward the east. And then the degree of rotation is the final entry. And so let's just say all I told you was this angle was 20 degrees. What would be left for this interior angle measure here? Each of these quadrants is a 90-degree or right angle, so we take the remaining 70 degrees. And that would be your bearing from A to C. South, it's south with a 70-degree rotation toward the east is what will pass you through the given point, C.